says we've got. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. This is kind of one of those impromptu webinars that we do here every once in a while at Tradecraft. It's actually I don't know, almost feels like a solstice. So it's 100 days left in 2020, in the actual decade. So we decided, why not just go over like how we're going to be finishing off the year. So I've got Rob Sterling here with Long Hill Contracting and Big Hill Demolition. Bighorn. There we go. We'll have to edit that one out. And just wanted to go through a couple of things that we as business owners are working on, and then maybe hear from you guys too. One of the things that I told Rob just before now, I wanted to see if everybody could think of the best quote that you think would sum up all of 2020 and text it. I feel like we want to have a little competition with this or some recognition. Maybe we'll send out like a Starbucks gift certificate or something. Scott, I feel like you would be really good at this. So I'm wanting to see what you have on this.
He did say that he would come up with something great. And I walked in this morning finding out there was a competition, so I had no time to plan for it.
No excuses, Rob. Play like a champion.
Yeah.
What is that, rule number 76?
I think it is.
Yeah. Something like that. So I'm going to start with a little thinking sauce here. We've got some really good coffee here at Tradecraft. Rob, do you have your warm water?
I don't.
No?
No.
This is going to be tough.
Often too late. Sorry about that.
All right, guys. So, all right, hold on.
We've got a loud dog over there, Mac.
Yeah, my dog was playing with the bones, so that's not going to help with the sound. So obviously 2020 is not working out like any of us would have anticipated. I think the third day on the year, we were about to go to war with Iran. And then February there was impeachment, and then March COVID, and it's just been one thing after another every single month. Case in point. So, nobody can really foresee what's going to be coming up. None of us saw this, and we can't really affect anything going on national level, world level. So really all it is what kind of mindset are we all in? I see a lot of different entrepreneurs here at Tradecraft, a lot of different businesses, and everybody's got a little bit different approach to this time. I'm not going to say like the new normal, because I'm sick of that. Every podcast, everybody's saying that. I'm not going to say about pivoting, because it's pretty well all burnt out. But what I really want to get to is, how do you change the mindset of either the weariness, because it is like you're just getting inundated with things constantly. So it's almost like information overload. How do you switch from that to picking yourself up, dust off, and say, all right, let's get in there for one more round. Let's give it everything we've got, and go in with a more positive mindset in with the rest of the year, because 2020 ain't over yet. We've got a contentious election. No matter what side you're on, it's going to be contentious. God only knows. I think it's too early to say if Christmas is going to be here or canceled or whatever. Like, you can't really plan on anything. So how do you adjust that mindset going into the last 100 days? It's like you're running a race, and the finish line is up there in the distance. How do you give it everything you got? So that's what we're really going to be talking about today. Okay, Scott just had all right, this is brilliant. I want to read this right now. So far, 2020 has been like trying a new beer. And at first you're like, this is terrible. But the bartender says, just try it again. So you do, only to be like, yuck, this is somehow worse than the first time. And then the bartender laughs in your face and goes, yeah. And then he takes you square in the teeth. I told you it was going to be pretty good.
That's actually really good.
Okay, we'll start with that one. Scott set the bar pretty high. So Alicia or Rob, I've got one quote here. We'll say this after a little bit. But good. That's a pretty good entry level quote. Might have to put that in when I'm not laughing through it.
It's actually really funny. Let me just say though, when you brought up this topic, I was excited about it because you do get so burned out on
Denver Beverage?
Yes.
This year's been exhausting.
Mhm.
So everybody's just tired of it. What I like about this topic is that there is still another 100 days left that we have an opportunity to
Salvage.
it. You know, we don't need to wait till New Year's Eve, New Year's Day to have, I'm going to start over. Literally now you can. And I also like today's the first day of fall. So we have a brand new.
That's why I saw it.
Yeah, we have a brand new season we're going into, and end the year strong with 100 days.
I get to wear all my favorite clothes.
Yeah, your turtlenecks.
Right.
Yeah.
I need to probably get the waffle. With this is sort of the my look. I don't have much going on. So
Turtleneck is easy for you.
Right. My Steve Jobs.
Yeah, exactly.
Ripoff. Did you want to start off with one, or I could go on?
No,
mine?
go ahead.
We're just going to toss it back and forth here. So when I was thinking about this, I thought the first thing is kind of looking back, and I have a difficult time with this as a business owner of just cutting myself some slack and realizing that I'm probably doing better than what I thought I was going to be doing. So I remember end of March, it was like Armageddon.
Yeah.
Like you didn't know what was going to happen. Everything was shutting down. I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
You're going into that. I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to get through this? Maybe this is it. Maybe this is like, that's it. We had a good run with Tradecraft or whatever the business is. And then everybody shut down and can't bounce back. So fast forward to now, first day of fall and going through here, there's a lot of adjustment. Everybody filed for the PPP. What is that? What are COVID guidelines? There's just a lot to wrap your mind around. But you get to this point, and I feel like most of us, in general, have probably done better through this whole time than we thought we were going to as we were heading into April. Hasn't been easy. You might have had to let a few folks go. It's been a lot of adjustment. There was definitely some pain through it. But getting to this point, still breathing, still business is mostly intact. I feel like a lot of businesses around here are actually finding ways to thrive through it. So just, finding that and not being so hard on, focusing on the next thing and next steps and what do I have to do, constantly just take a minute, breathe deep a little bit and cut yourself some slack.
Yeah.
This is what I'm mentally telling myself. How about you?
Yeah, no, I think March and April it was scary. We didn't know what was going to happen. Coming to work as an essential company seemed strange. You didn't know.
We're important now.
Yeah, exactly. But
figure.
what did that mean? You didn't know if our guys were going to start getting sick, if we were going to get sick. That was a fear factor. Easing
Workman's
into it.
comp with all of that stuff. Yeah.
Trying to encourage guys to keep going to work as essential employees. That was interesting.
And stay off of unemployment, which is pretty huge. Yeah.
And that was an interesting thing. I don't know if you know that. During we were interviewing, Jesus and I interviewed a guy in the midst of it, and that was a frustrating thing. He was making more money on
Sitting at home.
unemployment, staying home, and Jesus offered him this great opportunity, and he was just, no, I'm good. No miles on my truck. I can stay home with my kids. He was making
weird
more,
times.
yeah, it was just more beneficial for him to do that. But yeah, it was very interesting and scary. But we did try to, just let people know that we're in business. We tried to grow, adjust pricing if we need to. It was just a matter of communicating.
I think the second thing that I was thinking of is, by this point, I was trying to actually last night Google up the psychological terms of is it normalizing, is it norming, what is it? Say when you're competing in a sport, you get the first jitters of, you get that adrenaline rush. You're into the game, whatever you're playing. If it's soccer, if it's football, whatever it is, you get those first jitters. You don't quite know what to expect with the other team, with the other opponent. But it feels like now we sort of know we're not in calm seas. Don't expect calm seas.
Right.
You know that things are going to come at you fast and things are going to be unexpected. So it's almost, I'm anticipating it. That's just the world that we're in. So I'm caught less flat-footed and sort of like off balance. It's sort of right now heading into fall. Okay, COVID, it's a thing. We know about masks. We know about the battle lines are pretty well drawn, and people know what to expect. It's going to be more bad news. It's going to be just unanticipated things, and we're more mentally accepting of that and just rolling with the punches a little bit better.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I think that what this has done, this COVID situation that we're in, it's disrupted the norm and the comfort level that I think everybody had for so long. Successful business, good economy, good health, great business, whatever. It's just been eye-opening, to say the least, and you just sort of have to navigate through it and be prepared. Like you said, you're on guard now, expecting any type of twist or change and not just being complacent, being caught off guard again.
So number 3, I was thinking about, so several goals. So goals are always important. I think you got 100 days left. What are some of those goals? I know I've got mine, but there's going to be a lot coming up here as we were talking. I'm talking with investors and talking with other co-working locations. There's just a lot that's going to be happening now. So identifying a few of those and focusing on not just say business in general or news in general, but all right, keep your eye on the prize of how do I just do these 4 things? Because if I get to the end of this year and I've done those 4 things, I will look back at 2020 as probably a pretty big success.
Exactly.
Yeah. So just pick those.
And 4 things are attainable.
I would think so. I mean, they're big things, but I've been working on them for. Hey, you guys
are. See Matt.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, thanks.
But if you pick, like I said, they're large, but if you just pick those 4, I feel like that would be a huge accomplishment.
Yeah. What 4 things are you doing? Can you share those, or
they're kind of private?
They are private. Okay.
Yeah. But you know what? I feel like this is like sort of a circle of trust. We're not in the rhombus of doubt here. So, you like that?
Yeah. Yes.
It's a geometric thing. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
Not many people do. So the first thing is I got to find somebody up here at the front desk. So rather than I've been really bootstrapping it for a while. So getting somebody up here that's more of a long-term solution for what it is I need.
I can do it part-time.
Can you? Yeah. I mean, well, Mac is up here somewhat, but he's pretty unreliable.
I'm not cheap, and I like your hot water, so
okay, so good enough. The only thing about Mac is his typing skills. So the second thing is revenue goals. So I think I'm going to be at a really good spot. I've got a number in my head of where I'd like to be with Tradecraft, recurring revenue month over month. Expansion goals, we're working right now on possibly 2, possibly more than that, new locations. That's been in the works for 3 years, multiple iterations. This one feels pretty good. That's a little out of my control, but I can at least work on that. And if I get a definite path forward, I feel like that's going to be a good goal. And then health goals. You know me and like
the left side.
I feel like we're 38 years old, but I almost feel like I'm 50 or 60 with how much I complain about.
It's his left side.
Yeah, shoulder and
everything.
Hip. So now everybody here just knows about it too. I'm just jacked, and everybody's tired of hearing about it. So Rob and everybody else is like, you need to really do something about this because we're sick and tired of hearing about your back or your whatever. So that would be just getting aligned.
Yeah.
Spiritually, physically, emotionally, like all of that stuff is this is the new decade. So this was the last year of the decade is 2020.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the case, but that sounds a lot better than
the
alternative.
I like it being the case.
Yeah.
I like 2021.
We're just gonna
the new decade.
This is America. We just if we say it, it's gonna be so.
It's gonna be so.
Yeah.
So that we have 100 days to prepare for it.
Right.
Going back to that and some of the things you have on your list, they overlap a lot with what I have going on. I would say my first one is more of physical, mental health. I think it was so easy just to get complacent during COVID and sort of get out
Put
of
on
your
the
workout
COVID-19.
schedule. Yeah.
I wasn't going to mention
You weren't
anything.
going to mention,
but
yeah, my shirts were super tight.
Yeah.
No, but just, regroup a little bit from that standpoint. I was in a really good kick for months and months and months of working out early and, things like that.
Yeah.
So I want to do it now and not have 2021 day one sort of be me trying to undo a full year of shit, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm really excited just to have 100 days to make some good choices, get into good habits, and start 2021 strong from a healthy mind and physical standpoint. I would say also from a business standpoint too, that there's a lot in the works.
You guys got a lot.
We have a lot going on. We're going to try to grow our demolition business more, take that head on. Jesus hired a great new supervisor for the drywall side, so we're excited about that.
Good.
Because we have some new growth. We're growing from a commercial standpoint. We have another one on there? No, not yet.
Nope.
Yeah, and then the lighting, the grow light business. So,
which is huge.
there's just a lot going on with that, and hopefully that website will be up in a couple weeks. Working with part out in Michigan, Canada, some local people here. We're excited for
You're
it.
nationwide, baby.
Yeah, it's gonna be big.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be 100 days of focus on that and get that up and running, so we can figure out what that looks like. And I need to find out too how I want to expand. With all of the states that have
That are
legalized
legalizing.
everything.
Yeah. What is there, like another 4 or 5?
Yeah,
on the
Oklahoma
ballot?
was new
Yeah.
recently, but there's a lot more that we're gonna be finding out in November. So
That's sticky icky.
good stuff to look forward to.
And then the last one on my list was schedule up some fun, because we've got all of my favorite holidays. We've got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Yeah.
Coming up. We've got the Tradecraft Invitational coming up October 17th. So sport clay shooting, golf, Texas Hold'em, all of my favorite things. So just you got to think about Christmas parties for company Christmas parties or outings or things like that. Do you set goals for the company and then have that as just a reward to, hey, we got through this year. It's an end of year kind of party. And then how do you socially distance? Like what does that look like? Because we always took it for granted. You go out to dinner with everybody, you pack everybody on in, there's families, everything.
Yep.
So that might not
the family rooms.
right.
And
That might not be here. We've actually had somebody wanting to rent out Tradecraft for a Christmas holiday party for their family because they have
just
people.
have more space.
Yeah, they have
That's a really good idea.
40 people coming in from all over the place. Like, we just need some place that's not our home.
That's not compact and
Right.
crammed in, but can allow everybody to socialize.
Yeah.
And
So just thinking about some of those things I feel like that's a little bit normal, but looking forward to some of those things that.
Yeah. I don't know if I told you, Petra, my middle daughter, is in college. So she started her first year at Boulder. And it was really sad, though, because her senior year of high school, she missed out on prom. She missed out on graduation.
Yeah.
And this girl worked very hard, from a grade standpoint. And talking with her yesterday, well, even before that, she had to make a decision. She was looking at San Diego State, some other colleges, that as campuses started to shut down, she really needed to make choices, as to what made the most sense for her.
Mhm.
And watching her try to navigate at her age, this entire change, it's disrupted everything. And I feel for everybody dealing with it, but we're all dealing with it.
Mhm.
But I'm extra sensitive, I think, to that age. You know what I mean? They're just navigating through college and their careers. Everything is just so different.
Well, everything's coming at them all at once, and they've got to
Exactly.
make all these life-altering changes of what their life trajectory is going to look like.
So she's in a dorm, and just as of this week, CU Boulder shut everything down. So she's online learning from her dorm, which is super strange. And she's trying to navigate, partying and education, which is just so strange for her.
Staying out of trouble because you can. They're suspending or expelling?
They're suspending.
Students?
So they're finding out if you're in big crowds, and they're suspending people. And a group of her friends got in trouble because I think I told you with the whole sorority. They had they're rushing through Zoom, and they all went out to party, and people were getting in trouble. People were getting sick, and
Wow.
Yeah. Didn't mean to go off on that tangent, but I was just,
Come on, we were going to end it on a high note.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Positive note here.
She's doing well. And
Okay, good.
She's adapting the best she can.
Good.
And we're not using that it's the new norm either. It's, yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. I wanted to see. All right. So my best quote to sum up 2020, not even close to Scott's, but it's just didn't see that coming.
I like that.
Just every single month, it's like, oh,
yeah,
double hurricane. Okay, cool.
Yeah, fires everywhere.
A national fire.
Yeah.
I guess we're just smoke murder hornets.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming.
I saw something with
the bingo board.
No, the meme. It was a massive turkey like destroying a city for Thanksgiving. Like this giant beastly turkey just destroying a city. Like we have Thanksgiving to look forward to.
Yeah.
So hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't have a quote. I needed more time to prepare.
I'm sorry. Well, see, before this goes up on YouTube, we can just give a little like snippet or something like that. I can edit that in.
Yeah, that'd be so good.
I'm really, really good. You shouldn't have said that because now everybody's really going to be. You're setting the bar pretty high.
I know.
Goals and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Robert. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Have a good day, you guys. Thank you.
This will be on YouTube for all 5 people that want to watch it. Have a good 100 days, everybody. See ya.
Have a good one.